from the end, I'ma do some Madonna. Rockin' Dolce and Gabbana. I'm on a mission, so no competition, yeah. You fuck on my vision, yeah. Now you can't run, cause these niggas be snitching. All in your business like they some little bitches. Well, baby, I'm just out here living good. Ain't got the time to play no game, no way. Ay. And baby, I'm just out here living good.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Here's the Thing podcast with your boy R.O.N, baby. Give it up, baby. Man, I've been doing this thing, man. We're going to do something real different today. I got a single woman on the platform today, y'all. I got a single woman on the platform by the name of Jasmin. Give it up for Jasmin, y'all. What's up, Jasmin?
What's going on?
How you doing today?
I can't complain.
You can't complain? Oh, snap. She said, hey. She said, R.O.N. She said, I got a lot that I need to say. I got a lot on my mind. I need to get this off my chest. I said, okay. So let's have it. Let's go. Let's get ready to rumble. So, Jasmin, first of all, introduce yourself to the listeners. Tell them a little bit about yourself, who you are, and everything.
So my name is Jasmin. I am born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee. True Memphis original. I am 34 years old. I am single, divorced about 2 years ago, and I have 3 beautiful children. I have a career in the healthcare field, and yeah, that's me.
Okay, give it up, y'all. Give it up. So, Jasmin, here's the thing. We're gonna get right into it, though.
Okay.
So, why? Okay, you've been married. You said twice.
I've been married twice.
You've been married twice. Okay. So what happened in the first marriage?
In the first marriage, I was very young.
What age? What age did you get married?
I got married at 20.
You got married at 20.
Yes.
Okay.
I got married at 20.
It's not young.
I mean, to me, that's young. That's very inexperienced.
Inexperienced of what? Marriage don't come
life.
With what more you need to do?
No life experience.
See, that's the thing with black women. They always say, "I was too inexperienced." What more? Like what you wanted to do at 20?
At 20, I didn't know my left from my right. I was financially ignorant. I was uneducated. You know, I hadn't got my degree or anything.
But,
you know, I didn't. Okay.
Here we go. Go ahead. I ain't gonna cut you off. Go ahead.
Well, I had not started to, start figuring out what my career was going to be or anything. I did not know anything about life. I met this man. He was a few years older, maybe. I think at the time he was 28. And we met. He was into the church. I was into the church heavily at that time. So we linked on that. And he took care of me. He had a good job, education. He took care of me. And, helped me get my degree, all that kind of stuff. And it just got to where, he was cheating. He was cheating, like, once we actually, said we were going to be married. And I feel like he knew he had me. Yeah, he started cheating.
So, okay. Let's get into it. Because you hear this a lot.
Uh-huh.
Okay, my career and stuff like that. Most women have jobs. Mm-hmm. We can't, like, y'all women throw that word career around. Mm-hmm. Most women have jobs. Okay, so when you go on your job and you say, I'm inexperienced, you don't tell your boss that, hey, I'm inexperienced. You know what I'm saying? You build, you grow, and you learn. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, what you need to, like, financial literacy, those things are taught. A lot of people now in their 40s, 50s, and so on still don't know financial literacy because half of America living paycheck to paycheck. Mm-hmm. So I can't agree with you on that. Now, as far as, like you said, he gave you everything. He helped you through school. Mm-hmm. That man gave a lot to you.
Well, I'm not gonna say help me through school financially, but he did.
He did his part.
Yeah, he helped me.
Yeah. So y'all did it together. But it was something in him that you saw for you to marry him.
Right.
How long did y'all marriage last?
Not even a year. We dated for 2.5 years and we married, but we weren't even married a year.
You weren't married a year?
No.
Okay, so you said he cheated.
Yeah, and I say that, but there was a lot of things that led up to that. There was
Don't just give it on his part now. No. What
Okay.
part did you play in it now? Because y'all always say, "Oh, he cheated." What's the woman part now? Let's get to it. You ain't gotta go to all of it.
I don't ever see anything anybody does as a reason to cheat. Let's say that first off.
Say what? Say that again.
I don't feel like if your partner does whatever, you should not go out and cheat. You should be able to sit and talk that over with that person.
Yeah, okay.
You
That's
know,
more for that.
and
Okay. We agree on that.
Nothing
Okay.
is a reason to cheat, but
Okay.
in that situation, I did start to obtain, higher education because he pushed me to, and then he complained about my weight at that time. My weight was a thing for him at that time.
Okay.
I lost 70 pounds.
Okay. Congratulations.
Right.
What's up?
I've gained it back through children, but I'm working on it again. But it's the fact that I started to do all these things, and he saw me kind of upgrade myself, and he felt threatened by that.
So
that was the reason he went out and cheated.
Oh no.
Okay.
He felt threatened.
Literally.
After all these things that he was already had the stability.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see how you can say he felt threatened, because I think there's some missing pieces that you're not telling us, that because a man just not going, you know what I'm saying, just go out there and just say, hey, I'm finna cheat. I done helped us with this, because he invested in you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I just can't see it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just can't see that. I think it's something. It's a missing piece to that puzzle, because I don't know.
Well, I mean,
here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
What's your part? You said, because I elevated myself and this and that. But he was already elevated.
Okay. So you cannot tell me that men out here who are stable, who are, doing good for themselves, that they do not want women who just go along with the get along, not trying to better themselves. They meet them more at a broken place in life and want them, is for the, I know she's not going to go nowhere. I can just do this, do that for her. I know she's not going to go nowhere.
Bro, I can't say that. I can't say that because men hold access to marriage and relationships, and
right.
women hold access
True.
to sex and childbirth. So
True.
that man saw something in you for him to give you your last name, his last name.
Right.
So he saw something. So
that was brokenness.
Did he have kids?
Brokenness. No, he didn't. Neither of us
so
had children.
He's financially stable, got all this going on with no kids.
Right.
But he saw something in you though.
Mm-hmm.
And he pushed you and helped you get to where, you know what I'm saying? Get to that level.
He pushed me, but he didn't think I would actually make it. Let's say that because there started to be a lot of things he would do to sabotage me getting, further. And so I think he was more so, yeah.
What did you do as a wife? What did you hold down as far as being a
everything?
Wife?
I held it all down.
Like what?
What you mean as far as doing my part? Doing my part.
Yeah. What did you do as a wife?
I did it all. I cooked, I cleaned.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
gonna tell you what I think that happened.
What's
that
up?
Career. That so-called career. And
I didn't even have a career though until
you thought about
the middle of the few months that maybe the 9 months that we were married. Probably I had just kind of started getting into it then at the end of the marriage.
But that's the thing though. When you said when you start focusing on your career, then you forgot about the duties of being a wife and you having a husband. You start more focusing on that career, and maybe you forgot about his needs at the time.
That is far from the truth. But I can't accept that. But if that was the issue, it was never voiced to me.
All right, okay.
To me.
So we're gonna move on. All right, so we're gonna move on. Okay.
Right.
Now, no matter how much a husband does for a wife, if he sexually cheats on you, is that a deal breaker?
Yes. I would have that in my contract on the next time around.
Okay, we're gonna get into this contract thing. We're gonna get into this this whole contract thing. So what about emotional cheating? Is that the same?
It is, because it's harder for men to fall in love with someone. Men will be sexual with someone and not particularly have, deep feelings for that person.
Right. So that's why it's harder. Because that's why it's harder for men to like when women go out and cheat, because y'all are internal, we're external. Y'all go out and cheat because y'all know or be with a man is because y'all it's an emotional feeling. A man can sleep with a woman and it's like it is what it is. So y'all, it's an emotional attachment. But go ahead.
Right. So a man, it's a lot harder for him to fall in love, for him to really feel deep feelings for a woman. Get to that point where he feels that way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, of course, for a man, emotional cheating is that's probably even more harsh to me.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
So let's we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into this little contract thing, man. I don't know. We talking about a job. We talking about relationships. She keep bringing up the word contract. We're gonna get to that contract. Hey, but second marriage, first marriage, you cheated, and stuff like that. I'm just playing. Yeah, you didn't catch that when she said.
I heard it. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
let's get into the second marriage. So first marriage, y'all was not even married a year, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, y'all didn't make it to a year.
Nope.
Second marriage, how long was it between your divorce that you met the second guy?
It was quite a few years. I divorced in 2012,
In 20.
and I got remarried again in 2016.
Okay.
Mhm.
About 4 years
Yep,
in between.
about 4 years,
Okay.
right.
So let's get into the second marriage.
All right.
Second marriage, number two. Number two. So 3 kids, right? The oldest was not by.
Was not by my ex-husband. No, my second husband. Mm-mm.
So who the
The
you didn't
sec-
have kids. Hold
Right.
on. I'm getting confused now. Hold
Right.
on, because you said these 4 years now.
Uh-huh.
Hold on now. So hey, I ain't that good at math now. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
I made a D.
All right.
So listen.
Get it right.
All right. So 6 months
Mm-hmm.
of marriage.
Yeah. 6 or 7 months.
No kids by
Mm-mm.
the first husband.
Right.
How old is your daughter?
11,
oldest.
11 this year.
And you divorced in 2012.
Mm-hmm. She was born that year.
And you
We
got married in 2016. Okay.
Mhm.
Come on now. Let's
I
get
know.
to it. What happened in between that time?
What happened was my husband. I found my husband had been cheating the majority of the short time that we were actually married on
Allegedly.
paper. Right. He's apologized for it. I mean, we made amends about it.
Okay.
But yeah, so during that time, I mean, like I said, 9 months, I knew he had been cheating. I connected with someone.
Well, how you knew he was been cheating?
Because it was told to me and he told me. I mean, he was honest. He never denied it.
So why he
He
say he
never
cheated?
denied it. He didn't say. He was saying that me and his family were not, we didn't get along.
Right.
Me and his family didn't get, for various, number of
Yeah.
reasons.
That could be a deal breaker. Yeah.
It can.
Yeah.
It can.
Mhm.
And he just really sided with his family on a lot of things. We
Mhm.
couldn't reconcile about that.
Right.
It was a lot of little things like that. And it just, so he said, he found somebody else to connect with, supposedly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
do you think it was the family that pushed him into doing that?
Maybe. Because
it can.
he's a mama's boy.
Oh,
He's a mama's
what?
boy, too.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Lord rest my mama's soul, man. Like, hey, with your mama boys though, but
Mhm.
but sometimes you got to go against that grain as far as like, you know what I'm saying, mama's dad. Like, you got a lot of daddy's girls out here, man.
I am.
And that becomes a big issue too.
Mhm.
Like, one thing, we had someone on about an episode or so ago, future newlywed couple, Mon. Like he said, keep folks out your damn business. Keep family and folks out your damn business. And when you keep them out your business, things, it's better for you. So you found out he was cheating.
Right.
He confessed that he was cheating.
Right. And you would be surprised where he found his next. He got married only 7 months after we divorced.
So, okay.
That's why I don't think it was me.
So were you hurt?
Yes, I was hurt. But I was also having a baby too.
I mean, this a whole.
It's a whole. It
So
was a mess.
did you do this on? I'm not saying you know what I'm saying. I know you love your daughter and things like that.
Mhm.
When you got with this other guy, was this off of emotional hurt that you went
Right.
out and did that?
It was just strictly a rebound. It was just that's all it was. Cause me at the time, the guy, my father, my daughter's father,
Mhm.
he was coming out of a divorce as well. So we
So
couldn't
both
get-
people hurt.
We both hurt.
Both of y'all
Mhm.
hurt.
Right.
So no protection going on.
Nope. And I mean, he's a very nice guy. He was generous. He would take me out. I was young. He was a little older than me too. You know, he would take me out.
You like
and
them
all that.
old men, though.
I do. I like old men.
You like them. You like them
Yeah,
old
I like
men.
old men.
You know to them sugar daddies. We don't have a sugar dad on this podcast, pretty soon. Hey, but so okay, so y'all started talking, and y'all started having sex, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't think to want to marry him? What say marriage before Carrie?
Right. It was supposed to be that way. But
Supposed to be.
yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be. But I think me and him, we're at a point where we never, I think, really saw ourselves as being in a relationship. Because even to this day, we both say that we were never in a relationship. We just were close friends. We were talking a lot. You know, it's just friends that, you know, something happened between friends, really. And that's how we, you know, that's how we talk about it.
Okay.
Mhm.
So the ex-husband, right?
Right.
He didn't have a child. Why he was
He
you
couldn't have
so-called
children.
alleged
He couldn't have children.
He couldn't have children.
No.
So
he
you
couldn't
wanted
have
children. You wanted children.
We both did at one point. We both did, and we tried. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you found your daughter's father, right?
Mhm.
Older guy. What's the age difference?
It's only about 5 or 6 years. It's not much.
5 or 6 years.
Mhm.
First guy was 8 years, and
Yeah.
this one 5 and 6 years. Okay, so y'all had y'all fling, then a daughter came. Okay, let's get into the second marriage. How did that go? How long was that second marriage? Okay, so
still
you got
dealing with
married.
it.
You got married in 2016 with this guy.
Mhm.
Okay, so how long did that marriage last?
That lasted 4 years. No. Yeah. 4 years.
4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did he have any kids?
Little, almost to 5.
Did he?
No.
So,
No.
yeah, you find all these. Damn. And black women say ain't no men. All these men got kids and
A
stuff.
lot of them don't.
Give it up to the single brothers
lot of-
with no kids,
I
man.
meet a lot of men that's our age and that do not have children nowadays.
Yeah, but
A lot of them don't.
But
Mhm.
can you agree? Like more men meet women meet more men without kids than men meet women without kids.
I don't know. That's hard to say.
Yeah, it's not hard
out
to
of my
No.
immediate best friends that I've had, like India for 20 years plus years, me and her are the only one to have children. The rest of my 3 or 4 best close friends, they have no children.
And I bet all of them single.
They are.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. I know.
They
But
are.
anyway, let's get into this segment.
And they can't find anybody.
How come they can't?
They
Come
can't
on
find
now.
nobody.
Come on. You got more single brothers out here with no kids than there is single women with no kids. Like we got that. I mean, you can go to blackdemographic.com and you can check that. So I mean, I can count what? I can count several brothers. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I can count on one hand, and the list goes on and on. Very successful brothers, and they're saying the same thing. So that's why I want to change that narrative, because you got the women over here saying it ain't no good men, and you know what I'm saying, with no kids and this and that. Then the men over here saying, hey, it ain't no good women over here with no kids.
True.
So
True.
we gotta change that narrative. We'll get to that though. But let's talk about this second marriage though. Let's get into it.
All right.
How did it go? Like
Oof.
what okay, 2016 he swept you off your feet, you came off your hot girl summer moment. All that stuff right there. You know what I'm saying? So you come in with a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
He come in without any kids, right?
Right.
Okay. What was the age difference between y'all?
He's 1 year younger than me.
Okay, so he's 1 year younger.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into it.
All right.
What caused this divorce?
Ooh.
First, who filed divorce on the first marriage? Let's go back to that right quick.
He did.
Real quick.
He did on the first marriage. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. Okay.
He did.
It's a lot of yeah. Okay.
I never got to tell you the woman he married.
Okay.
He
Okay.
went- he
Listen,
went
we're
and
gonna backtrack. Let's go. Okay. Let's go.
The woman he ended up marrying.
The first husband. Okay, we're going back to the first
He
husband.
cheated on me with a woman he went and got from the project with 3 kids.
Shout out to the project chick. I need a project chick. What? Go
Went
ahead.
straight over there and got him one. And, she had a successful, well, in her neighborhood, a successful little hair business. And he got her. But if you meet her, she's kind of broken too. You could tell she been through a lot. She, and she came through it. I feel like that's the type he just go after. You know what I mean? Because some men do. Like I said, some men go after broken women, like pimps. I mean, when men are like, some of them are conquerors, and they just want to try to get a woman that they find weaker, maybe.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this though: a man of value don't do that. Men of value, they don't look for that. They don't look for a weakness in a woman. You know what I'm saying? They look to build. Men looking to have something. Men are looking to build. Now, boys are looking to just sleep with any and everybody. You know what I mean? So, real men of value, they look to build. They ain't got time to be out here playing around and doing this and doing that. You know what I'm saying? They know what they want. They know what they're gonna go after. You know what I'm saying? So okay, we got it. We got into that. So the second marriage,
right.
We're gonna stay there. Let's go.
We connected over the wrong thing. That I'm gonna say that we were in a certain religious organization. We connected over that, and that ended up being the issue that broke us up because I broke a part of the religious organization.
What?
He's Hebrew Israelite.
Hebrew Israelite.
Right.
And you are.
I always been a Christian. He was too.
Okay, so let me get into this because I hear a lot of things, and I'm not. I rather hear from a woman that dated an actual Hebrew Israelite.
I was in it before him.
You was a Hebrew Israelite?
I got in it single. I was in it before he came. Yeah.
So you became that? Like, so, but you grew up Christian.
Christian, right?
So what made you, like, go into want to become a Hebrew Israelite?
Just looking into it.
And
somebody presented it to me, and I looked into it, and some of the things that, not the extreme ones, but some of the ones, like the church I was involved in, like they were more so closer to the Christian church. And I took a hold to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the second husband, like, okay, so y'all both so-called, you pretty much know about the Hebrew Israelite background and things like that. So you was deep in it, and he was in it as well, right? So what's all happening? Like, so y'all should be able to connect. Like, what happened?
That's what we connected over, but we didn't bond. Just as far as our personalities go, we just bonded over what we believed, and that was it. And I still try to get him to see to this day. We gotta learn each other. You know what I'm saying? We can't just be together because we believe the same thing. And I mean, it was more to it than just that. Right. I just didn't agree to live the lifestyle anymore, and I wanted to get away from it. Right. And he didn't want to be with me. So.
Okay, but for 4 years though, and then you had what? Two children. Two beautiful.
Back to back.
You got all.
I have the 2 oldest are girls, and the baby is a boy.
Oh man! Wow.
Yeah.
So you got two beautiful daughters and a handsome son.
Yes.
And what's the ages? 11. I know you said 11 earlier.
They're 11, 7, and 6.
11, 7, and 6. Okay. So, oh man, they a Hebrew Israelite. Right. How was that? Like, what was like being a wife of one?
Being the wife of one was the issue. That was the issue.
Explain.
I mean, to me, if you want to use a word, they are misogynistic based on what the Bible says.
They don't believe in the Bible?
That's what I said, based on what the Bible says.
So,
misogyny. Pulling scriptures in order to prove certain misogynistic behaviors.
So do they pull the scripture to make it fit what they
Right, that's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
okay,
Right.
okay, okay.
I'm
Go ahead.
gonna talk about like go back to your question. How it was it to marry him versus date him. So dating, I mean, it was cool because, like I said, we connected on this one thing,
Mm-hmm.
and that takes up most of your time. I mean, when we were in it, it's very time consuming.
Right.
It's to me like that's why I kind of call it a cult. It shouldn't take up your whole life.
Right.
You know what I
right,
mean?
Yeah.
So we were in it, and that's the only thing we really connected over. But I mean, we did, and I mean, I can't say we don't have similarities. I mean, we do enjoy the same music. We do. We both are foodies. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We do like the same type of music. We both like to travel, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I just told him we just never got to learn each other like on a personal level. Like I said, outside of what we believe.
What in 4 years y'all couldn't?
We started having babies.
Oh.
And when that happens, I mean, anybody that has children in this mirror understands that, but it just changes the dynamic.
Yeah.
It changes
okay.
it.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I don't know a lot about it. Were they controlling?
Very controlling.
Did you like? I see a lot of stuff. I hear a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have to dress a certain way?
Yes, that was a big problem.
For real?
Yeah,
I
had to wear. I wasn't for wearing skirts and dresses all the time.
You had to cover up.
Not really. Yeah, cover up. You got to be, so-called modest at all times. But I just wasn't for wearing skirts and dresses all the time.
So did they believe in like a polygamous?
Well, not the organization I was in. They did not. They were one of the ones. That's why I said they're not extreme. They kind of more so mirrored the Christian church. Mm-hmm. But no, they didn't believe in polygamy.
And so what about abuse?
In my situation, the controllingness was the abuse.
The mental.
Yeah, the mental, psychological.
Couldn't go outside.
He drove trucks, so if I stepped
out to my truck drivers, baby. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I had to give a shout out to my truck
Both of my baby daddies are.
Look at that butt on the road, baby. I'm just playing. Go ahead. Well, yeah.
But yeah, so we got into that. What was you saying?
But was it controlling? Like
it was psychological. It was the mental.
Abusive.
I can say he never like physically would hit on me or anything, nothing like that. But he has little stuff, but just to intimidate me because I feel like at one point he saw I was kind of drifting off from it, and he, like I said, he didn't want to be with me if I wasn't in it.
So would you tell your daughters or your son to like? Would you tell your daughters like to date it's okay to date a Hebrew Israelite, and would you tell your son it's okay to become one?
No.
But how would that happen? Like, okay, so are you Christian now, or are you still?
I mean, I have Christian beliefs.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you have Christian beliefs, and they have, which I'm not knowledgeable, a lot of,
I mean, they base it on the Bible. Everything is based in the Bible.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, the son and daughter, it can go either way. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about their community or whatever like that. What I want to get to is this damn contract thing. Come on, let's get into the contract. Let's go. So, what's this whole damn contract shit you talking about? They gotta sign contracts and all this and stuff. So, have you given up on marriage?
No, not. I mean, well.
Do you want to be married?
I want to be in a long-term partnership.
What's a partnership?
I want, like I said, a partnership. We're gonna have our contracts, that we both write up that we want from each other. And when that contract is breached, and when that contract is breached, we have then it's the if this happens, if you do this or you do that, then, I can divorce you. I'm getting this much, all that kind of stuff.
No. Jasmin, you're going to be single for the rest of your life.
I mean, I understand.
Not to say that.
A marriage certificate, when you go downtown, that's a certificate. That's a contract.
between you and the government.
And you and the government, right?
Yeah, that's a legal binding contract between
right.
you and the government, right?
And the government, but
so
this
you
one
already
be between
signed,
me and us.
okay,
us
so
two
you
individuals.
already signed a legal binding contract, okay, with the government, right? And you say you're gonna sign another single contract, like you're gonna sign another contract, which is probably what you're trying to say is a prenup or something like that, right?
No,
But,
I mean,
but
I don't
you
call
saying
it because it'll
we
be.
divorce,
It won't just be about money though.
what is it gonna be about?
The main things will be just what we expect from each other in our spousal relationship. You know, certain needs and wants. That's what I'm saying.
But not all the time that your needs is gonna get met and his needs is gonna get met.
That's
so
true.
So you just saying, hey, well, line 123, section A, B, C, D, I'm divorcing you. Like
no, it ain't gonna always be just divorcing.
No, like that's too
not,
much.
It's
that's
not.
Too much.
I did
that's
that
crazy.
I did that with my second marriage.
Yeah,
we did that.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. So in your future marriage, do you have a draft contract already written up?
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay, so this say this say you meet this Prince Charming and things like that, right? And then, all right, I want to marry you. He proposed and all that stuff, right? How the hell you gonna present that damn contract?
Well, this time around, we will have already talked about these kind of things.
So you gonna come in saying, "Hey,"
I come in, but once I see this person is on the same, mindset that I'm on, start presenting it to him, see if, what he thinks about it. If he want to do something different with it, I mean, I'm open to all of that. I'm open to all of that.
Jasmin, come on now. Like, what real man gonna sit up there? Like, what?
I just don't want to take anyone's name again. I don't want to.
You just don't want to be married. Just
I do want to be married. I want to be in a long-term relationship.
But you have three children, right? So when you have 3 children, like, what are you teaching your children?
And that's what I'm saying. I'm teaching them at this point. I feel like I'm teaching them, do not stay in a relationship this abusive in many different ways. At this point, I'm trying to rebuild, and
Are you hurt from like honestly though? Because it seems like you jump from here, you jump here, and you jump here. Because you say you got married young. Did you grow up in a 2-parent household?
I did.
Okay, mom, dad still like?
No, they're not still together.
Okay,
they're married.
So
I mean, they're divorced.
They're divorced. So, like, do you feel like you got some internal hurt on a lot of things? Coming from marriage, you said this, like being young, and then here, because you talking about with contracts, you talking like it's like there's some internal hurt. Therapy.
I mean, I've been in therapy a few times, and I'm still in therapy. But as far as where I started, that's why I said serve me and look for broken women, because at that point in my life, being younger in that first marriage, I was very broken. And when I got out of it, I met my oldest is that father. I was still broken. Didn't, nothing changed. I didn't, I wasn't self-aware. I didn't see what was really going on with me, So then I jumped into the organization I was in because I felt like I was still broken. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like it was just a cycle with me. And now I'm self-aware because I've grown.
I disagree. I think you're still broken because you haven't gave yourself a chance to heal. I don't feel like you gave yourself a chance to heal. And I think
couldn't do it in the marriage.
And I think you're looking for that type of acceptance. You're looking for that love. You're looking for love somewhere though. Because I don't think you had time to heal because, just think about it, you went here, bam, bam, bam. Then, I mean, you put kids, you got kids. I mean, then this organization and things like that. I mean, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I'm a lot of years removed from that as well.
Yeah.
And I have stepped away from everything, and I'm doing a lot of self-care these days.
Right.
And I'm still in therapy, and I feel like I definitely won't be falling into the same situations.
And I understand.
As I did before.
And look, this is what we're gonna do because maybe you can be able to talk to some women. We're gonna make this a part 2.
All right.
We're gonna make this a part 2, y'all. We're gonna make this a part 2 because maybe you can talk to some young women, maybe going through the same thing or thinking about going through the same thing. You see what I'm saying? So maybe we're gonna have a part 2 about this thing, man. Jasmine, I appreciate you opening up to it, but we're gonna get more into that contract on the next thing, man. Cause I don't know. I gotta wrap my mind around this damn contract, man. We ain't come with a couple $100 million, man. I don't know if I want to deal with that. But hey, y'all give it up for Jasmine, baby. I call her Jasmine, baby. Give it up for Jasmine, baby. Hey, part 2 coming up soon, man. Thank y'all for checking in to another episode of Here's the Thing podcast with your boy RON. Remember, RON stands for Redirecting Our Narrative. Man, we out this thing. Peace.
Ain't got the time to play no game, no way.